In today's episode, we'll learn a quick, easy, and cheap way to set up a survey that you can send to your customers, prospective clients, or anybody that may need your service. So I always say before you spend a ton of money on buying a website and getting that up and running and getting your product up and out the door, make sure your customers actually want your product. I actually did this same survey when I was developing my website just to see what people wanted to learn. If they wanted to learn about ebook creation or how to sell products online or just various questions, I created a quick and easy 10-question survey, sent it out to a bunch of people, and they were able to respond and give me instant feedback. So let's find out how to do that. The first step is by setting up a Gmail account. So if you have a Gmail account, log into your Gmail. And if you don't have a Gmail account, I would highly recommend that you get a Gmail account because it is absolutely the best way and the best email service. There are so many options you can do. In fact, I may do a video on why Gmail is so good and important for your company. So if you have a Gmail account, click on the Documents tab, and it'll open up your documents, and click right here on the New. And once you click on that, you'll see various aspects. You can do documents, presentations. Those are like PowerPoint presentations, very good. The spreadsheets are phenomenal. And then right here, you can create a form. So here is what you get when you want to create a form. So let's start at the very top. So let's say my business is it has a very small niche, and it's actually creating winter coats for cats. I know it's a very hot topic right now. So I want to send a poll out to anybody and everybody that may own a cat, may love cats, may know someone that loves cats. And so I just want to title this questionnaire something like How to Protect Your Cat When It's Cold. And Google Docs is great because it gives you several types of possible question formats. So let's say my first question is, do you own a cat? I can do a paragraph response, multiple choice, check boxes. They can choose from a list, scale. And so this is pretty much a yes or no question. So option 1 is yes. Option 2 is no. And I want to make this a required question so that whoever is filling out the survey has to say yes or no. Because let's face it, if they say no, I really don't care what they have to say. Question 2, do you live in an area that gets cold? And for this, I want some check boxes. So, first question is, it gets below freezing. The next question, it's never cold where I live. So let's add another item, and let's do a paragraph text. So this one is going to be a little bit longer. And tell me if you have purchased any clothing for your cat. And the help text I'm going to put here is costumes, coats, boots, etc. And I'm not going to make this required. I'm just going to hit done here. And if the person that reads the survey fills that out, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine as well. and I want to ask a pretty detailed question because I want to know the feasibility of if anybody would ever buy a coat for a cat or a feline coat. So I want to have them choose from a list here. So the question is, would you ever purchase a feline coat? And yes, I would purchase a feline coat. The last question, I don't think I would ever buy a feline coat. Hot market, I'm telling you. Feline coats, cat coats, who knows? I'm sure it's out there. So I want to make this a required question, and I'm going to be done. So here's what we do. We put this out here, so I want to know, do you own a cat? Do you live in an area that gets cold? Tell me a little bit about your cat. Tell me if you have purchased any clothing for your cat. How picky is your cat with putting clothes on them? And then would you ever purchase a feline coat? And it looks like I misspelled something here. I always try to recommend spell checking before you move forward. So I am done. Now here's the good thing and the easy thing. Once I click done, I can email this form. I can click on more actions. I can embed this. So let's see what happens when I embed. This code, if you're pretty web savvy and you have a website or an email list, you can copy and paste this code into your email or your website or any other aspects to get this to your blog or website. It's very handy. Here also is the published form. So if I were you, I would email this to anybody you can, friends, family members. You could put it on your website. What I do is I get this embed code. So I copy it here. I open up a new tab, and there's a site called bit.ly.com. Or excuse me, it's bit.ly. I enter my long link right here. I just copy and paste that. And this actually shortens my website. And so look right here. This is all that my website is right there. And you can put it in an email. You can put it on your website. That way it's a lot shorter for people to copy and paste. They can use it as they want. So let's go back to my form. We'll hit cancel. And maybe I want to email this. I can type in the names. I can send it to whoever I want. So let's go and let's find out how to see responses. But let's go to one I've already done. And so here's one I did a while ago, and I can actually look at this form right here. There's 13 people that have responded. I just put this on a small website that I participate in, and I want to show the summary. So let's look at the summary, see what happens. And see here, here's the question. What is your level of online knowledge, both technical and web knowledge? And there's different responses, how many people responded, the percentage. And with my questions, I didn't mandate that they had to only pick one. I let them pick several options because I wanted to see what they wanted to learn. So it really gives some easy forms, easy responses, and it really lets you determine if your product is viable, if you really want to sell it, because there may not be a market out there. So that is one easy way to send out a form. It's free, it's simple, it's all done with Gmail and Google Docs. So sign up, do that, and find out what the customers that you are trying to get, find out what they want, and sell that product to them.